All right, funny, neat story time while I'm thinking about it, while I'm listening to Alice in Chains, Dirt album. Okay, so my senior year, I'm selling magazine subscriptions, right? They got us selling magazine subscriptions, and the more you sold, we got a bunch of cool stuff. I paid for my own yearbook, all sorts of other stuff that normally kids have to pay for, right? I could have paid for more, but I just didn't want it, like a class ring and stuff. I didn't want that. Anywho, but I was a top third seller. I was close to being this, but here's the thing: the other two, they had their parents take it to work, and their parents had them. They might have went out, but anywho, I hoofed it and I knocked on people's doors and shit. The other two, they had their parents, take it to work and okay, But anywho, I earned this shit, right? So we got a limo ride. We got limo lunch, right? A limo ride for lunch for like an hour, right? They gave the teacher extra money even for us, for whatever. And these other kids, they didn't know what to do. These were the top three sellers, me and the other two, and okay, well, we'll go to Burger King. All right, well, we got to eat lunch, right? So we went to Burger King, and then they didn't know what else to do. I'm like, are you shitting me? I'm like, we earned this, at least I did. So I fucking totally hijacked the whole operation. They hated it. They hated it, but so I said, hey, man, I went here, I went there. I had him, I said, hey, I want to go over here. I want to go over there. So we did, and I got Alice in Chains Dirt album, and I slid it in the back, and we listened to that, and they were like, oh. But, fuck them. You know what? I use my time, like my son said, I use my time wisely. I earned that shit, but it was funny because they didn't earn it. They had their parents, at work, No, I was hoofing it. I went out and knocked on doors and said, hey, man, this is what I'm doing. But it paid for, like, my cap and gown, my yearbook, and all sorts of shit that year, And all sorts of extra stuff, And Alice in Chains' Dirt album was the one. And, and I hijacked that. It was so funny how I hijacked that whole operation because those other kids are like, oh. I'm like, hey, man, that's what you get for not speaking up, man. I earned it. I'm going to take advantage of it. Use your time wisely.